By the end of it, you're going to be able to practice partner expectations. Achievement. Like I said, high school starts today, or preparation for high school starts today. Test, quizzes, projects are now altogether 75% of your grade. That means all that participation, habits, grades that you'll still have, but it only counts for 25% of your grade. In the end, if you don't study and you fail a quiz, even if you've done every do now all week, you can still fail English. Because what matters in high school is your tests, your quizzes, and your essays. You got to study, you've got to put in the effort in those, because that's the core of your grade. 75%. Most of your grade is made up of test quizzes, and absolutely, did you master this? Yes, you passed. No, you don't. However, you are going to have to manage your own classwork in a composition book, and failure to manage your own classwork in that composition book has also caused people to fail 8th grade English in the past. And if 2013 and 2014 can give you one piece of advice, if you ask them now to recall what was important about 8th grade English with me, they'd probably say turn in your composition book or you'll fail. That's probably one of the big pieces that they remember, is that due dates really matter. Because if you scan all the way down to the special note at the bottom of my grading policy, it says this. And this is true for the entire 8th grade. Makeup work will not be accepted for any credit in the 8th grade. Okay, I'm going to say it one more time because it's super important. Makeup work will not be accepted for any credit in the 8th grade. So if you have had the experience of realizing you're failing at the end of an advisory and staying after school with a teacher to make up a bunch of work during that last week before grades are due, that experience will not happen this year. It won't. Your grade, if it's an F that last week, unless you have a test or a quiz that's really heavily weighted, you're probably keeping that F, because makeup work isn't okay. They don't give it in high school. You've got to do it when it's assigned. You've got to adhere to due dates. You've got to start being responsible for that piece of the work as well. Tatiana?
If you miss a day.
If you miss a day? If you have an excused absence, absolutely. In fact, there's a really easy procedure in my class for how to get missed work, and all the other teachers have a similar one where they file the missed work and you just have to go get it and do it. And we're available to help you on it, definitely. If you miss it because of an excused absence, absolutely. You just have to own it. Good question. Last piece of achievement. Working hard and earning that part of your paycheck means prepared with supplies, high quality do now, high quality notes and mini lesson, high quality exit slip, and assign yourself to your independent rating. This high quality piece I'm going to define tomorrow. It's really important because just completing work is not enough to pass. Completing work is not passing work. Completing work, not passing work. High quality work is passing work. So if you can't say, this is my best, don't turn it in. Because it's insulting to you to represent yourself any less than your absolute best. All right, let's see if you got it. In partners, okay? In partners, which means, let's see, you 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Christopher, you can join Carrie's group. Does anyone not know who I just assigned them to for partner? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's watch one more time, okay? It's going to be the person directly next to you. 3. I'm going to get you in a second. 2, 2, 2. Oh, no, sorry. 2. With Robert, Charles. With Robert. 2, 2, 2, 2. So, using your moving back. Okay? 2, and then Christopher gets to assign himself to one or the other on either side of him. You're going to practice partner expectations. Remember that this means that only your partner, or in the case of 3, can hear you. Only they can hear you, or your brilliance might be stolen by another group. You have 1 minute to say one way that you're going to show achievement, and one thing that you are absolutely not going to do in order to show achievement. 1 minute, go. You can do all of them. great way. Alright, so what's going on in this group? How are you going to show achievement, Vincent? What's one way? What? Studying your work? Absolutely. What is important, like the most important part of your grade? Remember? Go back. Let's look at this. Which one are worth the most? Which parts of your grade are worth the most? Let's look at this. Look at this grading policy right here. Which one is worth the most? The greatest percent. First that you making that noise? Quizzes and what else? What else is worth a lot? Well, yeah, that's the whole grade altogether. What's right below the quizzes and it's worth 25%? So what do you think is most important to study for? If you had to choose only one way to do really well in English, what would you do? Reading quizzes, right? Seems to be the biggest chunk of your grade. So there you go. There's one way. Sounds good. About 30 seconds. Make sure you're making it to one way that you absolutely will not do. This is very true. 20 seconds. 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you relocated your desk or your body, you have 5 seconds to make it back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so what did we say, Tiandra? What is one thing you are absolutely going to do to show achievement in English? Great. Someone told you in advance, didn't they? You were warned, I can tell. Bring in your notebook on the due date. What is something that you are absolutely not going to do, Tatiana? Talk and not pay attention. I think this is especially important when you're taking notes. Absolutely. We're going to go really fast, so I'm actually going to only do 2. We're going to breeze through the next few so that we can stay on track. All right. Responsibility. Really? If you read my whole section, it comes down to responsibility for different supplies and tools. Library books, if they are not returned, you have to find a way to actually, in real money, buy the book. Because I can't buy books with kit money. So kit money isn't going to do it. You've got to find a way in real money to buy a book. If you lose it, I understand they get left on the bus sometimes. Own it, figure out a way. Some people have made it up by working for a certain amount of hours, in my class, and that's fine too. Figure out a way. Second, these supplies must be with you every day in English class, or you cannot participate, which means you cannot do the work that you cannot make up. So not having a supply leads to a 0. Because if you don't have a supply, you can't do the work, you can't make up the work, no supply equals 0. It's that simple. And here are the supplies that you need every day. If you have these, that situation will not come up. Pen or pencil, composition book, independent reading book, and our class text, which would be Monster in the first advisory, To Kill a Mockingbird in the second, Poetry Packet in the third, and then in the fourth, it'd be Romeo and Juliet. So if you have